So, the YouTube video is taking a little bit longer than expected to process, so I'm gonna cut that segment out later. Testing, yep. I'll put that on monitor and output. Why isn't Satisfactory loaded? There we go. There we go. Right. Too many windows! Should really close all the windows I got open, but it would take too bloody long. Okay. So, we fixed a bunch of bugs, and now we've got to do some data entry. Where's Discord gone? There we go. Hopefully we won't run into any more bugs. Anyway, so one of the things that I mentioned at the end of the previous stream was I can now delete these null entries. So I'm not going to do that one because I'm going to do these one at a time. So we're going to go into not there. Oh yeah, so I haven't done the thing where I've moved the thing production into the pool config. I was tempted to do it in as part of like this week's work, but it was like the Friday YouTube video came out, and then like there was just like no time left for it. And the thing I'm trying to keep to at the moment is hang on a second, why does that say multiple outputs but only one thing listed? Oh, surplus. That's fine. Yeah, so I just ran out of time to do stuff. Like I say, I'm trying to keep to not doing new feature work on the weekend. Just like small bug fixes only, if preferable, so I can actually have, well, whatever the equivalent of work-life balance is for this situation. Here we go, so we can delete that, and that. So yeah, I could be doing this off stream, but this way I get to demonstrate like that feature actually works. Was this done prior to doing the recursive number support? Because that shouldn't be there. Okay, so I'm sending. So yeah, I feel like there should be an extra thing in. Because that says 7.05 recurring, but my production says 7.05. See what the sign actually says. Reinforced iron plates, supplies floor 2. So supplies floor 1, supplies floor 2. We're ignoring the signage on the side because there's a good chance none of that's been updated. So like these are the more authoritative notes. This is 2 things from the end, so it's going to be all the way over here. Have I got a ticket open already for reordering pools? Right, here we go. Making a note. Ability to change order of pool / group. Okay, so that does say 7.5 or 7.05R, so we do need to actually update the calculator. So there's a good chance that this was entered before I had the recursive number supported. Alright, where does the input come from? It doesn't say. That's an oversight. Add something that indicates where input comes from. Because if you have a smaller calculator set of data, you could just probably quite easily find where it comes from. But just looking at here, like I know because of how this factory is laid out that the reinforced iron plates go, you know, to like these places, and like the iron plates and the rubber are coming in. I have floors for those somewhere. So what I need to do is I need to pop into here. And we're sending, like, it looks like we're sending all of it to this floor. So if we go back into RIPS, so I'll copy that number, go back into iron plate. That's wrong. Hang on a second. This is related to one of those things that are on the to-do list. Actually seeing the full ingredients required, rather than just what's needed. Yeah. I can just copy that number from there, maybe. Where did that come from? entering recurring numbers into calculator, hard token scan generate x times 1. I don't think that's correct. Okay, let's go back to here. Set this to 0. I can go back to rips. And it says we need that many iron plate, which means that signage hasn't been updated. So we go back to iron plate and set that to there. Steel ingots over here. So 15.7125, we set that to 0. Go back to iron plate. We need that much. Back to steel ingots. Put the that didn't copy the number. There we go. And we go update the number in the calculation. Then iron ingots. That's an unattached pool. That is the one we want. So we set that to 0. Then we go back to steel ingots again. So now we can go back to iron ingots, update that, go back to steel ingots. So the steel ingots are now satisfied. Go back to plates. That's sorted, and then go back to rips. Okay, now we just need to sort the rubber out, which is the next one over. Rips, we set that to 0. Back to rips, it says we don't need that much. Back into rubber. That was the second number down, wasn't it? Yeah. There we go. Shorthand. Okie dokie, right. 0 number output thingies. Right, so we're back to there. See, this is why I would want to be able to put the fling production stuff in here, just because it's a single click over here instead of 2 clicks. Plus, as demonstrated here, if I want to open the production flinging dialog, all of these 3 will open it. It's just the only difference it makes is it affects what number gets pre-filled in the new item thing. I don't think that the user experience would be reduced that much by not pre-filling this value and just having the available number change over here. Anyway, so yes, fuel outputs. See, because when my brain's on autopilot, I want to click on both of these, but it's completely pointless because it opens the same dialog. Whereas if it was in the pool config, one click, there you go, done. Okay, that's probably slightly wrong. Yeah, this is a recurring number coming out. At some point, it's being converted to the underlying fraction value instead of just being left in as a raw input string. Yeah, where's the plastic going? Some's going to iron plate, some's going to rubber. Except we're not using the plastic in iron plate, are we? Oh no, we are. Yeah, it's this one that uses rubber. So there's a good chance we need to update some signage here. So we're gonna pop upstairs. And it's the fourth one over. Bloop. So, plastic. We have plastic going to 2 locations, but it's only signposted for 1. Let's wait till autosave to finish. Okay, so the structure we do is we have another number sign and a smaller destination sign. So we'll put those on. And this is going to rubber. Oh, hang on a second, this is the iron plate I want to be looking at. I've misread where I was meant to be at. I was meant to be over here. I was in iron plate because I was like fiddling with the numbers. I'm meant to be here doing plastic. Okay, so iron plate. Let's check how much plastic we actually need by taking that off. There's that repassed. Right, iron plate needs that much plastic. that much plastic. Oh, spacing looks a little bit off. Yeah, we're good there. Bloop. Alright, ingot numbers there are off. Casing needs that many ingots. Alclad sheets upstairs. I have a feeling I have forgotten to update a sign somewhere. But it's not a priority to fix it. We want to be focusing on getting this shit done. Right, sheets. That needs 92.5. That matches up with what's on the sign. That's what I got in there. So we want 92.5 in there. And 283.3 are in there. So go into scrap, turn that off. Aluminium ingots needs that much scrap. Whoop. That much scrap. We're all good there, I think. We have a surplus of things. Reinforced. Yeah, okay, so the RIPS number's off. So crystal oscillator is going to computer. We don't have a surplus there. Oscillator is going to RCU. No surplus there. So if we go back into reinforced iron plates, set that to 0. Which floor are we on for rips? Oh, we've picked a different recipe, that's why. Yeah, we don't need any. Okay, so, copper ingots, where are they? So we need to send... Oh no, we don't need to send copper ingots here, we need to send AI limiters here. I'm not making AI limiters. Whoops. That is surprising. So the rubber number's good, it's just the quartz and AI limiters thing that's missing. So I'm happy with the state of the data entry here. It's not a priority to fix this, because the chances are of us actually doing anything with this space elevator facility, unless there's it's going to be like the end of the year for 1.0, it's kind of slim at this point. Brain's doing autopilot nonsense again there. Should really save this to disk before I forget. Well, that's set to 0, that's weird. Did I just trigger that bug again? Yes. Okay, so this bug we discovered the other night. Destination's expecting a well, a non-empty array. Okay, so we've put that number in. Okay, let's just toggle that breakpoint off a second. Now we delete it again. So it only happened when deleting 0 entry, like 0 amount thingies. That's weird. There's something funky going on with that bug, because like I mentioned this like in the state of dev stream I did. That property that is falling over in the dev console that you can't see is expecting a non-empty array, so therefore it throws an error if it gets anything other than a non-empty array. So, you know, I want to be able to like replicate the issue reliably in order to be able to fix it, except I've just repeated some stuff and it should have cleared the destination out. And it did the second time, but not the first time, so I'm wondering what's going on. Anyway, yeah, I should actually fix that number, shouldn't I? Where's the warehouse floor? There we go. Okay, what's going on there? So I'm making that much concrete. It says I have that much available. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, 15 times 0.707143 times 11 should be 116.68595. I don't have any inputs, so why is it coming out with a ridiculously large figure? I'm going to have to go poke around the code there. I'm not going to necessarily fix it, I just want to get an understanding of what's going on. What was the name of that blooming function? So it receives the output, does the remaining nonsense thing, get outputs with remaining. Alright, so we want pool line 219. Okay, so remaining says some absolute nonsense. So it says blah times blah. Yeah, stuff's being converted here when it shouldn't. But we've got 11, so we've got this number here. Under the, I can't select it because it's in the debugger. So I've got 11 times 15 times blah blah times 1 minus that number again. So the result should be 0. So if I open the template file, okay, so entry dot remaining looks correct. I mean, it's a bit funky because this whole value times 1 thing going on. So we have format number does value to string, and then it does some recursive number nonsense which shouldn't apply here. So formatted, yeah, formatted comes out to that number, which means like the problem lies somewhere inside value to string. Oh, this is irritating the crap out of us now. Okay, one more time and then we'll just get back to doing stuff. I will note it down in the notepad though. Token scan to string coming out with ridiculously large results. Oh, that's being funky, so let's go dig around some more. Right. There we go. Okay, so that's the right thing we're looking at. So, how are we getting to internal name from state? That's got naught to do with what we're looking at. Debugging's a pain in the ass. Okay, get past. Again, it's jumping around in places where it shouldn't. Gee, pass scan, where's that at? It is. I think I know what's going on here. I haven't accounted for the appended data type, so it's losing data. Right, so where are we? This thing. Okay, so the state of the object, when I click on the Flink production dialog open, is we have a token scan thing that says, you know, take this number and then minus itself, effectively. So you end up with, well, you should end up with 0. Now, I think, if I'm reading it correctly, that the parse scan function wasn't updated to account for having it replace the deferred calculation object. So I might be missing a thing. But one of the things I did do when I normalized all that to like say, oh, let's have like all of these different number types all support the same interfaces, was implement that like two-string calculation thing. So what it's coming up with when it's trying to parse the token span object is this. Which doesn't work in here. Maybe it's because it's using different math symbols. Okay, did I? miss a bit. Okay, so now that symbol works. There we go. So yeah, that does come out to 0. So something else, like something's going like really wrong here, because the equation is correct, the passing of it does not appear to be correct in the least. So the state of reduced after it's done. You have a left operand of 11 times 15 times blah. So yeah, there's a lot of extensive testing needs to be done, like on the token scan thing, because like that shit's going really wonky. So I'm going to copy that value out as a example, and then get back on with what I was doing. I'm hoping if I go in, like if I click open the save dialog, what I'm hoping to see is none of this stupid shit with the ridiculously large number going on. Where's site A? Here we go. So yeah, so the data being recorded in the document is fine. It's just that the UI is wildly wrong. There is a non-zero chance that other like persistence issues could be completely wrong, like especially if convert calculations to numbers is impacted by the same issue that is affecting the amount remaining. Yeah, that looks like it's fine. I think, maybe. Yeah. So the math is fine. Something else is going wrong. Alright, back to cleaning up the 0 item thingies. Yeah, like the input output things is like funky, but that's a non-issue. Unfortunately, this is like a 50-minute stream, and me brain's running a bit mush at the moment, so I don't want to do the data entry again. So what I'm going to end up doing here is, this is another stream where I've found some bugs and I've not gotten the data entry done, but at least I've cleaned up the like the data that was there. So yeah, we'll save all that and drop it into VS Code. And then we run prettier on it. And then that's going to be it for a bit. I'm going to take a break away from the computer. Hopefully I'll be streaming again later today and actually get some data entry done. But for now it's going to be a case of if I'm not back later today, it's just because I was too knackered. Right, so that's that updated. Oh well, let's commit those changes as well. We'll just go. Oop. Yeah, there's the numeric items coming out and the numeric corrections going in. Items being taken off production. Now we've got a tab space character going in there. Preferably I wouldn't have the tab character there in at all, but the whole point of the token scan type is that it just stores everything verbatim. Alright, so that's going to be all for now. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.